Okay, welcome. Today we're going to be doing a screencast where we're going to be converting a NextPeer game into a game which runs the NextPeer and SmallBet SDK. The NextPeer and SmallBet SDK allows you to add real money gambling to your NextPeer game, easy and simply. So let's have a look first of all at our game. Okay, here's our game. You'll see I have single player, but I also have the multiplayer. The multiplayer uses the NextPeer interface. I have a tournament. Here we go, got some players. And then the game is just a simple Bejeweled style game. I've shortened the game time here so it will end quickly. The game finishes, we wait for the scores to come in, and we're done. Okay, so we're going to change this game from a pure NextPeer game into a SmallBet and NextPeer game. So we've got our project open in Xcode. Let's talk about some prerequisites. First of all, you'll need to have the latest version of Xcode, and you'll be able to build your project with that. Okay, so step one, we're going to delete NextPeer. So delete the NextPeer framework and the resources bundle. Done. Next thing to do then is we'll head over onto SmallBet's website, and from here we can go to the developers section, to the documentation, NextPeer integration. We can download the NextPeer version of the SDK. Once we've done that, we take here's one I downloaded earlier. Once we've done that, we grab the SmallBet NextPeer framework, drag it into the project, copy items into the groups folder. We want to make sure it's creating groups for any added folders and adding it to our game target. There we go. So the next step is to set the NextPeer configuration for our project. So this basically sets up the project to automatically include all the Apple libraries that the NextPeer SmallBet framework needs to be able to function. To do that, we click on the project in the left navigation bar, click on the project here, and then unfold debug and release, select SBNP from the drop down menu. Okay, so the next thing to do then is to find where in our project we reference the NextPeer framework. So where do we import the NextPeer header? So here we go. I want to change this to SBNP. The SmallBet NextPeer SDK is designed for compatibility with the NextPeer framework. So if you just change the import statement, all the symbols and everything remain the same. Okay, that should be it. I'm now ready to build and run my project. I can go to multiplayer, and this time we see the SmallBet NextPeer menu instead of the NextPeer one. I select my tournament. You might want to think about a more user-friendly name for your tournament. Start the game. Waiting for results. And the results are in. Simple. Now, SmallBet, the SmallBet functionality will not have been enabled yet. We've just switched the SDKs over, but you can see that it works. It's compatible straight away. To add the real money gaming to my app, I'm going to need to register with SmallBet. So to do that, go to the small website, click developers, get started. So you'll need to register as a developer. So we'll do that now. For my company, I'm going to just put example company, my email, create a password, agree to the terms and conditions, referred by NextPeer, and register. You'll have been sent an email activation code which you need to click. Once you've activated your account, you'll be logged into SmallBet. You need to go to the My Apps section, create a new app, type in a name for your app, type in your PayPal email address, and this is so SmallBet can send you the money. Then you have to enter the App Store ID for your app. The App Store ID is the 8-digit number that refers to your app in the App Store. You can find it if you want by searching for your app, looking at the URL. It will have ID and then an 8-digit number. That's the Apple ID app. You'll also need a URL scheme. This is so that SmallBet can launch your app from links in emails. So if you don't have one already, make one up. Okay, here we can see my new app, Goal Crush. We can see the key. I take the key, copy the key, back to my project, my app delegate. The application did finish launching with options method. Here's where I'm initialize NextPeer. If I go through that method, I see that I am initializing NextPeer with a product key. Sometimes you might be initializing NextPeer with settings. If you have settings for NextPeer, just get rid of the settings and specify nil. So NextPeer now has a new method, set SmallBet sandbox key and production key. We don't have a production key yet, so choose nil. Okay, now we're in our app. We can, if we want to, choose a bet amount. We can challenge a friend from the contacts book on the phone. Or we can challenge anyone, whereby I will get a link and I can post it on Twitter. So I'm going to pick $2.50, challenge a friend, pick my mate Neil. Okay, I can either sign into an account or I can sign up. If you're developing for the platform, you're going to need to sign up to make some demo accounts. Let's look at signing up now. Enter a username, an email, pick a currency to operate in. The user has a choice of currencies that they want to operate in. Agree to the terms and conditions. There's some optional information for users to fill in if they wish. Okay, so here we need to set up PayPal. Now, because we're working in SmallBet Sandbox, this won't work with a real PayPal account. But SmallBet provides demo PayPal accounts for using with this screen. To find the demo PayPal account details, go to the SmallBet NextPeer SDK framework, expand the resources folder, choose the README. You'll notice that there's a nice set of instructions that we effectively followed through. But if we scroll down, in the PayPal section, we'll see that there are two PayPal accounts that we can use to log in with PayPal. PayPal only works on device. That's it. Have fun developing with the Smallbet NextPeer SDK. We can't wait to see what you come up with.